Good morning, class 6. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing fine and great. So, we are without wasting too much of time. Let's come to course book English, page 122. Oh, Africa. Steve and his classmates. I'm going to read and explain, and after that, you will read and solve the question answers. From Sandra Street and Others, stories by Michael Anthony. Born 1932, is an important West Indian author of novels, short stories and travelogues about domestic life in his homeland of Trinidad. His short stories are often come-of-age stories featuring young protagonists from his native village of Mayaro. He often wrote stories influenced by his own life and narrated them to his peers, means those who used to listen. Steve and his classmates have been asked to write a composition about Sandra Street, where the school is from. Some of the members of the class who do not live in Sandra Street have been quite insulting about it. Steve, who does live in Sandra Street, is upset, but it makes him look very closely at the street for the first time. Some children who are there in the school, they are not from Sandra Street, so they find it have been quite insulting about it. They insult that place. And Steve is from Sandra Street and he is also in that class. So now this is the first time he is very upset. But it makes him look very closely to his street for the first time. What is this all about? Oh, Africa. See the school and the street, what place it is, and they are studying in the class. Mr. Blades, the new teacher, was delighted with the compositions, essay writing. We wrote about Sandra Street. He read some aloud to the class. He seemed particularly pleased when he read what was written by one of the boys from the other side of the town. When someone else is saying something about your area, how does it feel? So let's see. Sandra Street is dull and uninteresting. The boy wrote, for one half of its length there were a few houses and a private school which we go to. But the other half is nothing but a wilderness. Uncultivated open land. Uninhabited, people don't live there. Inhospitable region, that is what it is, wilderness, nothing is there. Of big trees, Mr. Blades smiled from the corners of his mouth and looked at those for us who belong to Sandra Street. In fact, the boy wrote, it is the only street in our town that has big trees. And I do not think it is a part of our town at all because it is so far and so different from our other streets. The boy went on to speak of the gay attractions, like gardens where people you watch and see the good attractions, good things of that place. On the other side of the town, he is comparing this school area, Sandra Street, with the other parts of the town. They are so nice to gay, watch, parks, everything. Some of which he said, Sandra Street could never dream of having. In his street, for instance, there is a savannah where they play football and cricket. Savannah is a grassy plain. Savannah grass region, it's grassy plain. Grass is there, you can play a field. Or I can say a football field, park, where they play football and cricket. But the boys of Sandra Street had to play the cricket in the road. They don't have a field to play. Yet the boy's composition was very truthful. Sandra Street was so different from the other streets beyond. Indeed, it came from very quiet fringes. Extreme parts of an area. It's a quiet place, different from the normal life. And ran straight up to the forests. As it left the town, there were few houses and shops around it. And then the school. And after that, there were not many houses and the big trees started from there until the road trailed off into the woods. The road gradually trailed off. After that, there is no road. The jungle starts. Vanishes. The road vanishes. Trailed off to the river that bordered the forest. During the day, all would be very quiet. Except perhaps for the voice of one neighbor calling to another and if some evenings brought excitement to the schoolyard, these did very little to disturb the calmness of Sandra Street. Dreamingly, I gazed out of the window. Now Steve is looking out of the window. That boy has written so much. Now he's saying, dreamingly I gazed out, looking out of the window. I noticed how Sandra Street stood away from the profusion. Means there is nothing large from this large town quantity. There's nothing, it's such a big thing and so big, but there is nothing inside it. I noticed how Sandra Street stood away from the profusion of houses. Indeed, it did not seem to belong to the town at all. It stood away not proudly but sadly, as if it wanted peace and rest. I felt all filled up inside, not because of the town in the distance but because of this strange little road. It was funny, the things the boy had written. He had written in anger what I thought of now in joy. He had spoken of the pleasures and palaces on the other side of the town. He said why there were his home, sweet home. As I looked at Sandra Street, I too knew why it was my home, sweet home. It was dull and uninteresting to him, but it meant so much to me. Whatever people think, it's Africa, difference between the blacks and whites. That's what they're trying to say. He said, you may be happy, you have a lot of money, but we are also happy here. This is my home. My home is my home, sweet home. Read this and try to understand and do the homework. Okay? Then we have Nelson Mandela, African childhood. Okay? So we'll do that chapter next in the next class. So make sure you do this chapter. Read it, follow it, and try to see what is the difference between black and white. Blacks are the places where there's quietness, no houses, people only call each other, no one people playing, children playing. But in the white area, there are grounds, and this is how people separated people due to color. Understood? Great. So take care, bye-bye, and see you soon. Happy Diwali, happy Chhath Puja.